This new music from Tony Valentino and Bob Cerriti.
Thank you, George.
You're welcome. Those are your vocals, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
Outstanding.
Bob's vocals.
With Tony's direction.
And more new music. Richie Ramone of the Ramones. He was a drummer for them for several years. The Ramones, of course, the famous...
Many years. Over 10 years, yeah.
The famous punk band. And may the original members rest in peace, but Richie Ramone, and also Marky's out there still going strong too and kind of promoting the brand. But Richie and you telling a story about meeting kind of on an autograph
Yeah, we got
session.
together. We were doing an autograph show, and we met. And since they were fan of the Standells, and then this and that, one thing got to another. We got together. I went to his house. We started jamming one day. I had a couple unfinished songs and parts, and he got on the drums. He's a great drummer, incredible drummer.
I think he'd have to be able to keep up with the Ramones.
And we had so much fun recording. We recorded about 5 songs. This is one of them.
It's called Spread Your Tears, right?
Spread Some Tears,
yes.
yeah. And we recorded this one, and I think he's in Europe right now. He's in London.
Good for him. Richie, if he's tuning in, because he could be tuning in.
Hello, Richie.
But this is
another one of those
This
lollipops.
is a different take from the softer side of Tony Valentino. This is what you want. This is a little bit more raw.
Back to the roots.
So a little kind of to me it's like a combination of the original kind of growly Standell and Ramones. So this is Spread Some Tears with Tony Valentino and Richie Ramone on your hometown station AM 1220 KHTS. That has a really edgy sound to it, Tony, just like some of your older stuff, which is really good.
Thank
you. Missing a little bit of the
Thank you, George.
You're welcome. There's a little bit of the
You're
parts
the greatest.
organs. Well, thank
You're
you.
great.
You've been.
And I love your haircut.
Oh, thank you.
And that was at Spread Some Tears, Tony Valentino, along with Richie Ramone there. Now let's talk about your new CD. When is it coming out?
I'm working on it. We're doing the artwork. Gonna have about 12 songs on it. And I have all different artists, all different singers, which is going to be great. I have different flavors of songs.
Now, you're all about sharing the love. You're all about like the band mentality and bringing everybody in. There's a list in front of you of people you want to thank that are clearly part of the magic. So
yeah, the magic.
Tell me about this.
Well, I wanted to thank my good friend in Florida, Vern Shank. He's got a great band called the Cherry Drops, which I just did a video with Steve Boone from Loving Spoonful.
Oh my gosh.
We did a video together for the Cherry Drops, and it's called Far Out. And then I'd like to say hello to Steve Lynch from Autograph, great band. They were a band in the 90s. And I would love to say hi to my beautiful only daughter, Brianna. She's in San Francisco.
Hi, Brianna.
To thank you. She's going to interior decorating, art designing, and she's a great girl. And I love my daughter. The best thing that happened to me.
Creativity is in the DNA.
And she's listening. And I want to say hi to who else? Let me see. I want to say hello to David.
David Kessel. Who may or may not be
great
Dave the K.
entrepreneur of rock and roll, and he used to hang out with Phil Spector. He worked with the giants in the music business.
Produced a couple of Ramones tunes as well.
He knows everybody. David is the greatest. Thank you, David, so much for the help. And I would like to say hello to my good friend Rodney on the Rock, Rod Big and Hammer, which is the mayor of Sunset Boulevard.
Nice.
That's right.
Rodney,
Nice.
He's great. He's helped me through the years, kept my music alive all the time.
Rodney still has a show on 106.7 KROQ on Sunday nights.
Yes, he's the greatest. He knows everybody. He started from David Bowie to everybody.
That's an amazing. His is his own amazing story as well. Yeah.
Bring him in next. Side by side, the two of them in the stories. We're never leaving the air. We're taking over.
Camp out.
I'm about to say hello to everybody, and hello to my fans.
And Tony, I asked you if you were going to if you wrote a book, and you are going to do this because you have, even during the breaks, the stories. We could have never taken a break and just talked to you about your history and some of the amazing things that you were part of, the things you were right next to.
I went through, like so many big stars. I mean, we were recording an American recording, and then I got Three Dog Nights in there. I got Steppenwolf in there. I got all these giant rock and rollers to come and record the studio that
Love
we were
this.
recording.
Love.
I mean, I came across so many, musicians. They became huge in the music business.
You really do want to share the wealth and give and share the music, and you're a giver. I could see why people want to be a part of your world, because for you it seems to be all about the music.
The music.
From the time you were young,
Exactly.
with Grandpa's pump organ, to today, you're still wanting to share the music, sit and jam and create and finish songs and talk about new things. And the
Right.
idea that your friend Bob, who joined you today, let's make music. It's all about the music.
That's what I live for. Music. Music is like rock and roll music.
Yeah, he's one of the most giving guys I've ever run into in my life. You're right.
May
get
you
that.
live long and prosper with a
sure.
guitar in your hands.
To show you, we have some Standell's photos here. This is an old one from about 1967-ish,
Yeah,
probably.
probably,
68,
yeah.
His hairdos. And you guys actually were one of the first American bands to start growing your hair long. Am I right?
Yeah, the way it happened was we were playing at the Band West again, and then I saw this magazine from Italy, and the guy that was the original drummer and Gary Leeds. Crazy guy. We had so much fun together, and I show him this picture. I go, look at this picture. These guys have long hair. Let's grow our hair long. So we went and got some wigs.
Because your hair wasn't long
we
enough.
went back that night and put the wigs on, and people were flipping out. There was a riot. Then somebody saw us, and they couldn't believe it. I got to book this guys to Vegas. So we end up going to Las Vegas
With the wigs?
Yeah, we performed at the Thunderbird with Louis Prima, all those
gosh.
guys.
Oh man.
Well, the rock gods still love you because you have a fabulous head of hair.
Thank you.
They have great
It's in the
skills.
family.
That's it. We've been speaking with Tony Valentino and Bob Ceriti, of course. And Tony Valentino, founder of the original Standells back in the
Co-founder.
1960s. Co-founder of the original Standells back in the 1960s. We got to take a break. This is the Friday Matinee on your hometown station, AM 1220 KHTS. Welcome back to the Friday Matinee on your hometown station, AM 1220 KHTS. A little bit more of Tony Valentino's new music. This is called Addicted to Surfing.
Nice.
Got that nice tremolo action in there.
Thank you.
Is that a Fender you were playing, or what were you playing?
Yeah,
on?
actually, I recorded on my Strat.
Okay. Had a feeling.
I went to a surf show one night, and I go, I want to write a surf music. I never wrote a surf song,
Here it is.
so I put it together 2 days later.
Totally sounds like that Fender tremolo sound. Awesome.
Now, George asked you how many guitars you own. Do you know about approximately?
I don't know exactly. I have a few.
Yeah.
Quite a few, yeah.
And then you've got one that's actually in the Hall of Fame in Liverpool. Is that
Yeah,
right?
that one, the Fender Telecaster, yeah, with the bat.
with the bat
on it.
sticker?
And your jacket, too.
That my jacket,
Jackets are
of Duty Water jacket, is the Grammy Museum in Liverpool.
Well, this is really exciting, Tony. Not only to talk about your history, prehistory of rock and roll, and where you came from in Italy, because I know that the interview that you did with David Kessel didn't go back that far.
Right,
but T
right.
got it out of the pump
Yeah.
organ, from a pump organ
I love
to
that.
guitar legend.
And what you're doing now, this is so exciting what you're doing now and what you're
Thank
going
you.
to continue to do.
And where
Appreciate
can
it.
people find you? I know you're on Facebook as you have a Facebook
Yeah,
page.
I'm on
Tony
Facebook
Valentino.
and the Tony Valentino of the Standells, and we're gonna work on a good web page and the release of the CD and all that. So.
Sorry, I'm doing
Everything
I'm
that
doing the
has
math.
to be done
Keep going. I gotta do math
to
here.
keep going out there. Oh, yeah, I hate when I have to do the math. How many
Okay.
moments?
Yeah.
Well, Tony Valentino, such a pleasure to have you. I went out into the newsroom and absolutely did the happy dance and said, "This is such a huge day for us. Do you guys understand?"
Oh,
so
boy,
thank you again for coming in.
Thank you so much.
And the idea that George
Thank
was
you so much. Thank
Such
you,
a treat.
George. Thank
Such a
you.
treat.
You're welcome.
Such a
You're
treat.
welcome. And this
Thank
will
you,
be,
guys. All you engineers here, your help. help.
Everybody.
You guys are
Guys just
awesome.
sitting around.
Really?
And I love this
Yeah,
little
yeah.
town.
It's wonderful.
It's
It's cute,
so
right?
cool. It's
Everybody's
very
got to come
cool.
to Newhall.
The OTN, Old
We'll
Town
bring you
Newhall.
back.
Yeah.
The next, when everything gets done, you'll
All
come
right.
back and give us another premiere of one of the new songs.
All right,
That
sure.
would be fun.
I'll be glad to. Thank you so
All
much.
right, so we're gonna send this off with one of your other Standell's other hits from the 1960s. Sometimes good guys don't wear white. This has
Nice.
been the Friday Matinee on your hometown station, AM 1220 KHTS. Stick around for My Conscious Dad coming up after this.